Hello students, welcome to Pythonically. In this video, I'm going to teach you nested for loops. First, we will see what a simple for loop is in Python, just for the sake of revision. And next, we will see how to nest one for loop inside another for loop. So nested for loops are very simple. Basically, they are nothing more than a higher level for loop which contains an inner for loop. So let's first see a very simple for loop which is not nested. So to write a for loop, you need to have a collection of items. For instance, nums is equal to range 10. This will give us a list of integers from 0 to 9. You can see by printing it, nums. So you have a list from 0 to 9. And next we will use a for loop to print this list. For I in nums, print I. So this for loop will execute for 10 times, and each time it will take one item from the nums list and simply print it on the console. So in the first cycle of the for loop, it will take 0, store it in the I variable and then print it here. In the next cycle, it will take 1 from the nums list, store it in the I variable and then print it here. So the output is simply, you can see the integers from 0 to 9. So this is a simple for loop. Let's see how we can nest one for loop inside another for loop. So this is very simple. So for this, let's create two collection of items. We have nums1, which will have very integers from 1 to 5. You can create a list of integers from 1 to 5 by passing integer 1 and 6 to the range function and then cast it into a list. You can verify it, nums1. So it contains integer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next we will create another list of integers from 5 to 10. So to create a list of integers from 5 to 10, you can use range function. The inner bound is 5. We can start from 6 as well. The inner bound is 6 and the upper bound should be 11. This will return us integers from 6 to 1 less than 11, which is 6 to 10. You can check it by printing it here. You can say 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So now we have two lists, nums1 and num2, and we will create a nested for loop using these two lists. So we have an outer for loop for I in nums1, which will iterate through this list, and inside we have another for loop and an inner for loop for j in nums2. And inside the inner for loop, what we do is we multiply I by j. So what happens is the outer for loop will start. First 1 will be stored in the variable I, and then this piece of code will execute for 5 times. So 1 will be multiplied by 6, then by 7, then by 8, then by 9, then by 10. Because 1 will be here, and then we iterate another for loop on the collection 2, which is nums2. So 1 multiplied by in nums2, initially in the first cycle j will contain 6. In the second cycle j will contain 7, but the I will be 1 here again. So you will see in the first cycle 1 into 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the second cycle you will see 2 will be multiplied by 6, then by 7, then by 8, then by 9 and then by 10. For the sake of difference, we can just draw a line so that you can better understand what is happening. So now if you execute it, you can see it here. So in the first cycle, I was multiplied by 6, then by 1 into 7, 1 into 8, 1 into 9, 1 into 10. Then in the second cycle, the outer for loop iterated on nums1 list and 2 was stored here. And then again the inner for loop was executed 5 times, and each time the one of the integer in the inner loop was multiplied by the variable I. So 2 multiplied by 6 into 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and then 3 multiplied by 6 is 18, 21, 24, 27, and then finally 4 multiplied by 6, 24, 28, 32, and finally 5 multiplied by 6, 30, 5, 7, 35, 5, 8, 40, 5 into 9, and 45, and 5 into 10, 50. So this is how a nested for loop works. You can have as many levels of nesting for loops like you can create one more for loop inside this for loop. This is totally up to you. So this is it for this video. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you have any question, you can ask it in the comment section. And finally, I would like that you subscribe to my channel because that helps me make more videos for you. Thank you.